Okay. Turn me up a little bit. Oh, you know it's about to happen. We all good. We going in. Count it off. 5, 4, 3, 2, go. I'm a real life go-getter, baby. I'm a go-getter. You think it's a game, I ain't playing with them. Face to face, toe to toe with them. No more time for talking. Put them in the coat and anybody roll with them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white and blue on them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. Top chef, yes. Back in the kitchen. Whipping up a dish to kill the competition. Yeah. Intermission over, last back to business. Genie in the bottle gave me 3 wishes. Woo. Wish 1, wish 2. I ain't need a third. Didn't even need a 2. I just kept it on. The powers opposites is in my uniform. And got a mystique to me like a unicorn. Can't you see the hunger in my eyes? I'm staring at the people on the other side. Like I'm walking around with a loaded 45. Finger on the trigger, it could go off in here anytime. Bow, bow, ain't no warning shot. If you hear that pistol pop, it's a man down. And I tried to tell them last time, but I guess they didn't want to listen. Now listen what they saying now. I'm a real life go-getter, baby. I'm a go-getter. You think it's a game, I ain't playing with them. Face to face, toe to toe with them. No more time for talking. Put them in the coat and anybody roll with them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white and blue on them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. Simple as it might seem, it's a complicated situation. You can't handle it if you ain't got the patience. Process of elimination, narrow down, liquidate. Yeah, cleaning up my house for a dinner date. At the dinner table with my dinner plate. Eating 2 steaks, repping 2 states. I think it's time to renovate. I need a bigger space. My own lane on the interstate. Private plane and a runway. And a fine flight attendant that'll get down with it both ways. I don't even take a suitcase. I just get the way I'm going, get out looking for the new thing. Try to show you how I do things. So it won't be no surprises when I come through like the Wu-Tang. Cause I came to bring the pain. But it ain't gonna be no method to my madness, man. Know what I'm saying? I'm a real life go-getter, baby. I'm a go-getter. You think it's a game, I ain't playing with them. Face to face, toe to toe with them. No more time for talking. Put them in the coat and anybody roll with them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white and blue on them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. I'm a real life go-getter, baby. I'm a go-getter. You think it's a game, I ain't playing with them. Face to face, toe to toe with them. No more time for talking. Put them in the coat and anybody roll with them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white and blue on them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. Okay. Turn me up a little bit. Oh, you know it's about to happen. We all good. We going in. Count it off. 5, 4, 3, 2, go. I'm a real life go-getter, baby. I'm a go-getter. You think it's a game, I ain't playing with them. Face to face, toe to toe with them. No more time for talking. Put them in the coat and anybody roll with them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white and blue on them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. Top chef, yes. Back in the kitchen. Whipping up a dish to kill the competition. Yeah. Intermission over, last back to business. Genie in the bottle gave me 3 wishes. Woo. Wish 1, wish 2. I ain't need a third. Didn't even need a 2. I just kept it on. The powers opposites is in my uniform. And got a mystique to me like a unicorn. Can't you see the hunger in my eyes? I'm staring at the people on the other side. Like I'm walking around with a loaded 45. Finger on the trigger, it could go off in here anytime. Bow, bow, ain't no warning shot. If you hear that pistol pop, it's a man down. And I tried to tell them last time, but I guess they didn't want to listen. Now listen what they saying now. I'm a real life go-getter, baby. I'm a go-getter. You think it's a game, I ain't playing with them. Face to face, toe to toe with them. No more time for talking. Put them in the coat and anybody roll with them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white and blue on them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue.
Welcome to another show, the DNA Show. Hey, Donnie and Anthony from the DNA Show here again this week. Another loss. Week 2 in the NFL. The Panthers are 0-2, unfortunately. So that's what we're talking about today. The Carolina Panthers at the New York Giants. New York Giants defeat Carolina Panthers 19-16. Another 3-point difference in a game. Another loss under head coach Matt Rule. How many straight is that, Donnie?
Nine time. That's nine.
Nine straight losses under head coach Matt Rule.
Nine.
And this one was against New York Giants at New York Giants. First play right off
The
the
number
bat.
after eight.
First play of the entire game on kickoff. We won the coin toss. I don't know if we won that. Don't quote me on that. I just know we start off with the ball. Chuba Hubbard. How many mistakes does he have to make before they say, okay, you be on your way? Because there's times where he makes plays. I'm like, huh, okay. And there's times where he does stuff like that. Fumbles the ball. First play of the game, Chuba Hubbard, who's supposed to be number 2 running back behind best running back in the NFL, at least one of. So also we're live on TikTok on YouTube. I got Kyle says we held Barkley to the fourth quarter. That killed us. We held him we held him the whole game. Yeah, he had some couple key runs there right near the end, but yeah, defense did a pretty good job stopping Shaquan. I would say. It's Daniel Jones we had to worry about scrambling. Brian Burns missed a couple opportunities, man. Speak on that, Donnie.
I just think, man, I love Brian Burns. I've always have. I've always thought of him highly. But in order for Brian Burns to be considered, at least to me, an All Pro and to be in the league, he's got to take over a football game, man. You look at some of the best DNs; they take over football games. And last 2 years, he hasn't really took one over, man. I mean, quote me if I'm wrong, but he hasn't been at a single digit sack. Very good, but he's not elite yet. He just hasn't, taken up. He hasn't taken that next step. To make a long story short, so there's a lot of plays where he flushed Daniel out the pocket, but I would like to see him get after him and start beating some of these guys, man. I mean, we're going to need him. I mean, it's going to be time for him to get that big extension, and quite frankly, is he worth it? Yeah, but if he gets that extension, I need to start seeing some All Pro type seasons. So I'm not going. It's not all Brian Burns' fault, but I think some of this needs to go on Brian Burns because he has to take over this football game at some point. Off the defensive end position, but so does Yetur Gross-Matos. But yeah, that's kind of my whole spill on the Brian Burns thing.
Yeah, our best players got to continue to show that they are the best. And as you're saying, Brian Burns, he's got to keep going. And lately, he just hasn't. I wouldn't say hit that ceiling. Yeah, oh yeah, he hasn't played at what we know he can play at. It's like your son. When you have a son out there in the football game and he doesn't catch the ball, you know he can. You've seen him do it at home. You've seen him do it at practice, and then come game time, here it goes. So you have to really get onto him. So on TikTok, Big Bird says Giants D is looking good though. Our two best pass rushers have been out both weeks. Our two best pass rushers have been out both weeks. I don't know what you're saying. Maybe the Panthers. I don't know. Our two best
I
pass rushers
think
have been there.
maybe talking about the Giants. I think
Oh,
talking about the Giants. I mean, the Giants are good. I mean, but we were in position. We were in a few positions to kind of take over the game, but we'll
yep.
go in a lot further. We're just kind of getting into the introduction part of it. I mean, hats off to the Giants. They definitely grounded out their win. Shout out KP, one of my good friends who's a Giants fan. He's been holding it down with those Giants to the good, bad, and the ugly. So hats off to him. I mean, they're a good football team, and I like their coach. I would hell, they're playing for him. I know that. So
Yeah, for real. Yeah. Someone else
hey,
said.
what do
Someone
I
else said
know?
I'm a Bills fan now. Well, they are the secondary Panthers, but man, don't give up like that, man. No matter what, you keep pounding for sure. Oh, he was saying, yeah, the two defensive ends of the Giants are both out. So, yeah, yeah, that should tell you something. Baker still kind of scrambled for his life. So, but speaking of Baker, hey, he's going to be the first one that we highlight. So here we go. So Baker Mayfield today he was 14-29, 145 yards, a touchdown, Ended up having 6 carries once he scrambled for 35 yards. But as a team on the offense, we were 2 for 12 on third down. 2 for 12. Twice out of 12 times. 2 times did we convert and were able to stay on the field. And I mean, at halftime it was 6-6, right? Yeah. So I mean, it just weren't getting it done. And if we can't get it done against the Giants, what's going to happen when we play the Rams, the Bucks, next week? The Saints,
Jeez, man.
what's these prestige teams like the Rams and the Ravens and those guys, the top of the NFL lists. What are they going to do to us? What are we going to be 0 for 12? Yeah. And on fourth down, we went for it one time. We were 1 for 1 there. So Baker scrambling for his life, not having the best game in the world. So 14 to 29, and quick math in my head, that's more incomplete passes than complete. Is that right math? Yeah. 15 incompletions, 14 completions. Huh. Same basketball. You gotta complete more than for basketball. You can go 5 for 11, and whatever. He can have more missed shots than made sometimes, but I don't know. That's crazy. Right here next, Christian McCaffrey. Pretty good day with Christian. Had that one big run right there towards the end. 15 carries, 102 yards, 4 receptions for 26 yards. He got more involved today, and he did all he could. And there was a couple times me and Darren texted back and forth. He made good play. If Christian wasn't who Christian was, that third down, that those 2 third downs that we did get, probably wouldn't have got. So
right.
So worth every penny. Yeah, I'll continue. I'll die on that hill. He's worth every damn penny because guess what?
As will I.
Yes, because he's getting it done for us. If he continues to get it done for us, then he's worth it. If he goes out there and stinks the bed like Chuba Hubbard and some other guys, and Shy Smith today, then no, he's not worth it. But he's worth it. So, and on the defensive side, pretty pleased with the defense today. I think me and Donnie both, yeah, here and there. We're not saying A plus, but we're saying better. A couple guys balled out today, but the Giants were 6 for 18 on third down, so not great either. But yeah, hey, but we caused no turnovers, today. But we did have some sacks. I meant to look at that. Let me look real quick right here. Sacks wise, I know we had quite a bit. But also, we did the one big question was because last week of what the Browns did to us with Hunt and Chubb, they both ran all over us, and we held Saquon under 72 yards. So pretty good there. They were balling out. But Daniel Jones did end up having 176 yards for a touchdown. And some of the guys, I did notice also, Shaq Thompson, Frankie Louvu, and Xavier Woods all had 10 tackles apiece. Frankie Louvu balled out today, as Donnie said as well. Speak on Frankie Louvu and his presence today, man.
I'm a big Louisville guy, man. I knew Louisville was special last year when we first picked him up. I think he was unsigned free agent from the Jets. They had let him go, man. He plays with so much intensity. It seems like he doesn't take a play off. Like when he's out there. Last year we didn't really we didn't really get a chance to see him play linebacker as much, man. And I'll say this. I mean, ever since he's took over linebacker, man, he's made a difference. I mean, it's like his instincts are there, man. I mean, and his coverage is there too. Even the announcer said it really well. Everyone had questions about if Luvu could play kind of towards the line of scrimmage, or could he play off the ball instead of like on the line of scrimmage as much. And Luvu was all over the place, man. And I could tell that he's good alongside Shaq, man. Those two are really good. Just a great ball hawk. He's a great tackler. Instincts are top tier, man. He balled out. I think he was our defensive MVP today, man.
Yeah,
just me personally speaking.
Yeah, defensive MVP for sure. And we saw that dog in him getting right to the ball, flying to the ball and getting through the tackles to make tackle for losses and stuff. But we're talking about, I forgot to add for defense, sacks. We had 3 sacks. 2 of them actually came from Brian Burns. So Brian Burns did have 2 sacks today, but he could have had more. Man, if you watch that game, there was a couple times Daniel Jones outrun him. He took wrong. I hate to quote Matt Rule, damn it, but taking angles, I do agree there. They have to work on the angles that they take, and the tackling was better, I thought.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think
Yeah,
so as well.
yeah. So that was good. Um, but yeah, it defense was better. Yeah, it's hard to say that when you end up losing because like, well, they allowed 19 points. Yeah, well,
We stopped the run.
offense.
I'm proud about that, man. I didn't
Yeah,
mean to cut
yeah,
you off. That was my biggest concern this
yeah,
all season and coming into the season. Of course, I mean we stopped the run today. And I think we did really good. I mean, of course they're eventually going to get some runs. I mean, shit, you know how hard it is to stop someone from getting a 5, 10 yard gain,
mm,
even a 20 yard gain. It's hard, man. That's consistency,
yeah,
and it's you beating your guy every single play without getting tired, and everyone doing their job at all at one time. So, uh, kind of flipping the hat to the defense today, man. I was very proud of the way they played.
for
This,
sure.
in my opinion, doesn't go on them at all.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. So, um, but hey, we also like to hear your thoughts and next here we're gonna turn it over to you guys if we can. All right, so open up the phone lines. Oh, that's for last week. Didn't change that. So it says Browns versus Panthers fan thoughts, but we're talking Giants versus Panthers. I can actually change that real quick while we're talking. But yeah, you guys call in and tell us what do you think of today's game, not last week's game. That's an error on my part. Building the
Are
show.
you good, man?
There we go. We changed it there. So Giants versus Panthers today. Uh, call in and tell us what you think here. 910-912-7545, or you can just tell us right here in the chat on YouTube. Um, so the Giants were 1-0 going into this, and Panthers 0-1. The week before, Shaquan was second rusher, I think, in NFL. Definitely top five. And we stopped that. Um, is there what's your biggest disappointment today, Donnie? For looking at today's game, take everything in consideration. What's your biggest like? Really,
Off the top of my head, man, just how we performed offensively through the air. We didn't do shit through the air. I mean, we got in the end zone with DJ, but we didn't get DJ involved.
yeah,
Shaw Smith struggled. We couldn't do anything passing game wise in general. Baker was on the run a lot. He had to make a lot of throws on the run.
yeah,
It's so hard to describe because it's kind of one of those things where it just feels like
hmm,
nasty. It's just
yeah,
just icky. You know, you having a horrible day. Not icky the left tackle, but I'm just talking about like the feeling icky.
yeah,
Um, the feeling of icky. But nah, man, it's kind of hard to put my finger on it. But I'm gonna take a shot here, and if anyone chooses to disagree, I completely understand. But kind of find it ironic how we've had, let's see, mm, two or three different offensive coordinators. I know three different quarterbacks. Yeah, we have three. We've had three different offensive coordinators. Guess what? We're still having the same problems,
hmm,
same
yeah,
stagnant ass offense.
yeah.
Which, in my mind, and as dumb as I fucking am, sounds like a Matt Rule problem. I mean, shit. I think it's a Matt Rule problem, bro. I mean, we just are vanilla and shit on offense right
We
now through
are.
the air. We got Robbie Anderson who will probably succeed in a different. I guarantee if you put Robbie Anderson at Buffalo, probably fucking 800 to 1,000 yards. DJ 1,500 probably. We
Yeah,
can run the ball, sure, and I'm happy about that.
yeah,
C-Mac balled out today, so this is not even on C-Mac. I think it's more of a, you know what I'm saying, Ben McAdoo, Matt Rule um, type thing, man. We just can't get anything going through the air. We're too damn talented.
yeah.
We're stat. If you look at that wide receiver room, we're good, man. I mean, but it's just a matter of we can't get anything going, bro.
I'm so
It's fucking bizarre, man.
it is. Yeah, it's weird. I'm so tired of seeing bubble screens, wide receiver screens on 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 7, yeah,
Yep.
third and long, and we're throwing a
Yep.
screen. And you know how hard that is to perfect. The halfback screen, I can see because Christian's going to make it happen. And I'm not doubting a screen to DJ or a screen or whatever to Robbie. It's just uh, when you're thin outside, well, when you're thin outside like that, because really most of the time offensive linemen aren't coming out swinging out that far to go block for a receiver. So that that's just it was like 2 or 3 screens a day that they threw. It was like why? But that goes back to you saying about the vanilla play calling. So man,
On
was
creativity.
let me ask you this, Donnie. Was North Turner, Joe Brady, Ben McAdoo? They all had the same thought process. What's going on to where all three in a row are just calling this
I'll
stuff?
say this. As I was watching this football game today, I thought to myself, and if anyone chooses to disagree, feel free. I would love to have a conversation about it. The last time our offense looked lethal was in 2018 under Ron Rivera's regime with Norv Turner. He and Cam Newton were absolutely hooping together. We had Christian balling, Cam was balling, DJ was balling. We just looked very good in 2018.
Yeah.
Fast forward, 4 years later? So, in my opinion, from 2019, well, not even really 2020 to 2022. So, those 3 seasons in itself have looked fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, we're playing the Carolina Panthers. Oh, we ain't got to worry about it. We're gonna shut these motherfuckers down. Robbie ain't doing nothing. We already know they ain't gonna throw DJ the ball, so we don't
Yeah.
even have to cover DJ. We completely abandoned. So, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, here, I think we have not had an elite looking offense since 2018. That's with Cam Newton. That's with Christian McCaffrey. That's with what I'm saying, the whole Greg Olsen. A very young DJ Moore might have had. But kind of going back to 2022, where the fuck is Laviska Shenault? Where is he at? Is he still learning the playbook? We got to get this guy on the field. I mean,
Yeah.
if Sean Smith can't get it done, man, it's time to start bringing some other guys out there, bro. I mean, Terrence Marshall Jr., I don't know what his deal is. I'm not. I didn't look at the injury report today. I don't know if he's a healthy scratch. I don't know if Matt Rule's leaving my game plan. I don't know where Rashard Higgins is. But we got to get some motherfuckers in there that can get open. Now, I know DJ can get open. I think that's more of a Ben McAdoo thing. I don't know what the hell Ben McAdoo's doing up there. He needs to get his fucking dumbass hairdo, whatever the fuck he's got going up there. He's gained 30 pounds. He's been here. He needs to get his ass down here on the field, walk his ass down here, and look at it on the field, because whatever he's seen up there, everything must look good what he's doing. But not to me. Not to fucking
That's a good point. With man, I lost my train of thought that quick. If it comes back quickly, talking about what did you just say?
offense looking lethal.
Yeah,
Or
back in 18. Oh, the receiver that we just got from Jacksonville.
yeah, Laviska Shenault.
Yeah, where he's been at. Is he still learning the playbook or something? Cam Newton learned it in
Maybe.
3 days.
Maybe. Well, he's probably looking at. I didn't mean to cut you off. So sorry, sir. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Cam Newton learned it in 2-3 days, and he was out there and scored 2 touchdowns, 2 touches, 2 touchdowns. The stud he is. Let's give him a call, please. But yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just saying. I mean, he's probably looking at the playbook like, how many times am I touching the ball? Fuck that. I'll sit out this week. I don't know shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's bizarre, man. I mean, it's just, as loaded we are on this offensive side of the ball on paper. If you look at it on paper, like, damn, this team could be really good. Like, if you get an offensive guru, a head coach, and have a very strong-minded defensive coordinator, I mean, it's the inevitable. Matt Rule goes, Phil Snow's likely gone. But, I mean, the shit we can do with Robbie, the shit we can do with DJ, even a person who's learned football for 3 days could do something with Christian McCaffrey. So it's like you have all this potential here. We've got to somehow maximize everyone's potential and their true talent, because what we're seeing on the field, man, we're getting half-ass results because, in my opinion, it's poor leadership. I think so. We're not prepared to blow the top off, at least from what I've seen today. Because what I saw today was what I saw at the end of last year, or most of last year. Just a team that's poorly led by a very subpar head coach. Until he proves me wrong, with Matt Rule, man, we're just not equipped to threaten a team. I know last week I said, last live I said we are going to be lethal. I think we can be, but right now, what I'm seeing, we ain't threatening no fucking body. There's got to be some sort of like switch that someone flips.
Yeah, like the one that's went off in Frankie Louvu. Yeah, that and Christian.
Yeah, I mean,
them two are about the only two. And DJ, Christian, and Louvu are maybe Chin. I don't know. they're like the only ones that like a switch has flipped in them and they're ready to go.
Yep.
Even Shaq is playing okay. He just hadn't made. I don't know. Because he's
Mm.
back to. They moved him back to middle. Wasn't he outside? He was playing outside most of last year.
He's been floating in and out,
Yeah.
outside, middle. That's another thing, man. We've got to. I need Shaq to take over a football game too. I just think we've been so blessed at the linebacker position for the last 10, 15 years, man. I mean, we've had a
Yeah.
lot of great guys come through here, but
Yeah.
um,
For sure.
I don't know. It's more of a ranting podcast for me because I just see so much potential in our football team, bro.
Yeah.
I hate to be a Debbie Downer, but I mean, we're going up to Charlotte next week, and I'll go to Charlotte. Like I said, if we lose 14, 15 straight, I'll still go because I love
Yeah.
this team, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep pounding till the wheels fall off until I croak or until Jesus comes back. I mean, but it's safe to say, man, that's not straight, and it's been 4 years of just misery.
Yeah.
We're aggressive in the offseason with these quarterbacks, but I think unless we get, I don't want to say it, bro. I mean, we're 2 games in, but we've also had 3 years of it. Unless you get a proven head coach that can, kind of get the wheel spinning, then we're just going to keep being. It's the definition of insanity. Everyone knows that definition now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to sound like
keep doing the same
a
thing and
yeah.
expect different results, whatever. Yeah. I know what you're saying. And it's year 3 under Matt Rule, and Matt Rule is known to turn around year 3. So yeah, like you said, it's only week 2, but man, do things not look good. But I guess the one thing that's kind of like you keep your eye on both weeks, last week and this week, it was 3 points. So, but 3 points is 3 points, and if that's what it causes to for you to lose games, because last year, how good were the Ravens last year? But they didn't make the playoffs, and they had an NFL record 9 games of decided by 3 points or less. So what they say, well, even if you do say, I'm kind of going back on what I just said here, but even if you do say, well, it was only 3 points, yeah, but 3 points can make a difference. For example, the Ravens, 9 games last year, NFL record, didn't go to playoffs, and it's just that one play every game. And is this going to keep happening? Is this going to be that close every week? And every week it's not going to happen? I don't know. I don't know.
This shouldn't be happening though. I know that. I mean, you've had three
True.
years. Some coaches don't get a year, man.
That's true.
I've seen coaches go for less.
Yeah.
Um, this is to me, this is fucking crazy, man. I mean,
Yeah. Ben
we're only losing
McAdoo
by
being one
three.
of them
Exactly.
in New York,
Um,
and he just came off for damn Super Bowl. He Super Bowl, and then the next year, then he didn't have a good year, and they said, "Get the fuck out."
well, so here's my thing. Like when it comes to Matt Rule, man. I mean, yeah. I mean, you've been through 3 different quarterbacks. Well, 4 actually. With
Yeah.
with Cam being thrown in there. And we're still seeing the same problems. Just cannot move the ball consistently through the air. No pass protection, and I just think it's the definition of insanity. I mean,
Good point.
it's just this. I just kind of find it ironic how David Tepper comes in, gets his coach that he likes so much, and we look a lot worse than what we did with Ron. I think we hit the panic button on Ron, man. We should have appreciated him while we had him because with a young group like this and with the potential they have, I guarantee he'd have a hell of an offensive coordinator. Um, I even think Norv Turner would do something special with this offense. I don't know. I don't want to keep going back in the past, but I just don't. I just don't know what we need to do because I just think the problem's the head coach, man.
Yeah.
I just do, bro. I don't want to be that guy. Like I don't want to be that guy, man. But
What's the truth?
that's why I can't look at the camera just because I don't want to admit it, bro. But I just think coming in week 2 of year 3 for Matt Rule, man, I'm already thinking, hey, he should already be gone. Like, we're losing these close games.
Yeah. What percentage would you say that we see Matt Rule gone by mid-season? A 50% chance. What do you think?
As
If this
percentage as
continues.
far as if we have a losing season, yeah. Oh man,
Yeah.
honestly, I told Chris, one of my coworkers, he's a big Panthers fan, season ticket holder. Like I told him, like to me, it's a 5-7 game run. You've had two shitty seasons.
Mm.
Um, bro, if we're coming in week 5 to week 7 and we're still playing like this, as far as not being able to just threaten a defense consistently,
Yeah.
you gotta go, bro. Like there's no hope. There's no more hope. You've been
Yeah.
through 4 different quarterbacks. You've
Yep.
been through different offensive coordinators. This fan base, man, we're not going to keep. I mean, well, not we, because I know I'll keep sticking around. They're not. They're going to be leaving the stadium early, and it's going to piss me off
Mm-hmm.
because we're not seeing a change. I'm still going to go. You're still going to go
Mm-hmm.
because I fucking love this team.
Yep.
But if I have to be brutally honest, and what's today's day? What September? What is it? Forgive me.
18th.
September 18th, 2022. I will go back in time and say I was wrong if I make it right here and now. But I just think Matt Rule's he's not the guy, bro. He's not the guy. I just don't think so, man. And I hope September 18th, 2022, I told a lie. I want to be telling a lie. I was always raised not to tell lies, but I want to tell a lie right here. But right now, my heart's telling me this dude ain't the guy, bro. Like he's not the guy to lead us. He's not. He's fucking just. He's lost, bro. He's in over his head. He saw that $70 million deal. He's like, "Fuck it, I'm in." What is what is X's and O's? How do you even start drawing them? Like, get a fucking tutor. Like, I don't know, man. I'm so frustrated. I'm tired of ending my Sundays because I still look for. People will probably pick on me. I still look forward to getting up every Sunday. I got a little routine. I go to the gym early, and then I go to the Hardee's, give me a chicken biscuit, and I watch. I watch the Panthers play, man, and
Yeah.
that gets me up. Panthers football gets me up and going. It gets my blood flowing. Like,
Yep.
and it's still going to keep flowing. But I'm tired of feeling this hurt after these games, man, because we're not. Because this ain't us. This
Yeah.
ain't us, man. This ain't fucking us. But I'm going to give the floor back to you because I'm tired of rambling. I'm like a little crybaby bitch that I am. But
No. What Donnie's trying to say, to sum it up, this team is a part of your life. It's more than just football. That's why we love Cam so much, because Cam was more than just football. He was a difference maker on and off the field, and go for your dreams type thing. Everybody has some people roll their eyes because they're not into sports, and that's fine. But everybody has something, and ours is Panthers football, and we know what this team can be, and it's just a part. It's just part of our life, and it's more than just football. It represents, because before the word Panthers, it says Carolina, and we are proud as hell to be from North Carolina and South Carolina. And so the people who suit up on Sundays, Mondays, or Thursdays and wear that Panther sticker on their helmet, they represent us, represent the Carolinas, and they represent me and Donnie and the hardworking people. And if it always feels good to win, I don't care who you are. It feels good to win at tic tac toe. Feels good to win, all the time. And when they win, it's just better for the city. And I could go on a 3-hour rant about just how it trickles down to the economy and how it does better for the state. And if we had 2 Super Bowl wins, if we had won both those Super Bowls, man, North Carolina would make a jump in the economy and everything like crazy. Because go to a winning city like Pittsburgh, um, New England, and see the everybody thriving there. So even Baltimore with their two, and of course we talk about it, you talking about the crime and stuff there, but they're thriving. New things are being built, and I'm not saying it's all because the team won. Yeah, but when people are going to go see the local team who represents their city, go to a Steelers or even the Eagles who just only have the one and they just won their one. Go there and talk junk. Go there and talk junk to those people about their team and see what they have to say to you.
they're diehard, but
Yeah,
Thank you, man. You put it fantastic. I'm gonna keep giving you the floor, man. That was a good way of putting it. Because
Yeah,
that's genuinely how I feel. That's why I'm
yeah,
moping. That's why I just feel mad. Like
yeah,
I feel mentally drained right now.
yeah. And we get a lot of crap, and people talk junk. Oh, really? Watching Panthers? Yeah, because it represents me, us, where we come from, what we what we are, where we come from, and what we stand for. And I think that keep pounding is the absolute best motto in the NFL, even in the world. If I wasn't scared of needles, I'd get a big old keep pounding on my chest because it means more than just, a football motto. So,
Right.
and that's why we even started this podcast and so that kind of thing. So, but that was my little rant on the stuff. So, we'll close out the phone lines and hey, we want to talk about our final thoughts on today's game: Panthers versus Giants. So, final thoughts, Donnie. Unfortunately, Giants beat out the Panthers 19-16. Another close game. 3 points, but like I said earlier, 3 points can get you a losing season, no playoffs, and hey, maybe even 9 straight losses. So, final thoughts, Donnie, on today's game. What'd you like? What'd you dislike? What do we need to work on?
Like the way our defense showed up, and they kind of put aside some of my doubts. They can stop the run. So shout out to them. We got some nice bright spots in our defense, and Frankie Louvu and Xavier Woods and Shaq Thompson and Brian Burns too. I'm kind of tough on Brian Burns just because I can see how elite this man could be.
Yes,
So
agreed. 100%.
that those are some guys that I like a lot too, especially J.C. Horn and just all the defense, man. We have a very solid defense, and so that's another bright spot. CMC, hey man, he was a bright spot as always. He's always electrifying, and I'm very happy to have him. He's I don't want to see our star players' primes be wasted, and he's one of them.
Yeah.
Excuse me, and then that's really it. I mean, I can't. DJ's honestly my favorite Panther, outside of CMC. But I mean, he got in the end zone. I'm happy about that. I think he's a very special player. But things I'm concerned about. I'll start from the bottom all the way to the top. We've got to get this offense going, man. You can run the ball 70 times a game, and it might work for a good chunk of it until they start loading the box, and they're going to dare you to throw. And then guess what? If you can't throw, you fucking lose.
Yes.
Good teams winning through both the air and on the ground, man. And I think the Chiefs are a prime example of that. They run the ball when they need to, but they just beat your ass through the air. And that's one. That's one thing I'm worried about is just our ability to threaten a team through the air. Number two, I'm worried about this offensive line's protection. We've got to be able to protect so that way we can get something going too. I think that's part of the reason we don't have no fucking time. Why is Bradley Bozeman not out there anchoring this offensive line at center?
Yes.
Why is Pat Elflin? I'm not saying Pat played terrible, but why is he out there? Like it's moves like that make me angry at this regime. Why? So that's another story for another day. And then lastly, man, coaching staff, offensively in specific, step the fuck up. Too much of a talented football team to be losing games like this. We had our defense put us in positions to get the ball back after our mistakes or our shortcomings, and we failed them today. So we owe the defense one next week. So Pat Rule, get it the fucking together, man. You're a lot richer than most of the people in this world. You fucking coach like shit. You look like shit. And you hire fucking motherfuckers like shit. So step up, bro. You too, Ben McAdoo. Fucking sitting up top higher than everybody else. Fuck, not making shit happen. Up there in the sky and still can't see it covers the skies. Fucking idiot. But listen, I'm gonna show up to Charlotte with my brother next weekend. I'm through the roof about it. Regardless of my little mopey mood now, I think real fans are mopey right now, and this podcast helps me out a lot to kind of get through my moping. But I'm going to Charlotte next week with my brother Anthony, and I'm gonna be cheering, man. I'm gonna have the towel, and I'm gonna be fucking like Petey Pablo with that motherfucker. I'm gonna be swinging it around and screaming. And but Matt Rule, 99.9% chance you don't see this, but if you fuck up next week, you'll be hearing from me.
Personally, in
You'll be
live.
hearing from me personally. I will fucking walk down there after the game after you tried your fucking once 350-pound ass, now 125-pound ass. You're gonna hear from me because you're not gonna fucking shit on my organization. You're not, or excuse me, not mine, but our organization.
Yeah.
Our beautiful organization. You're not gonna make us like shit. So you're gonna hear from me, motherfucker. You might even hear from me. So,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So
that's
hey,
my little spill, man.
and I agree with you 100%. I won't even go into anything because everything you just said, I would say the same thing. So it would be repeating. So, but Donnie just mentioned next week the Saints. We're going to show you right here versus the Saints. The DNA show will be there live versus the Saints. Hey, we're sitting in section 101. That's the West End Zone. So when you go get a Coke, because not a Pepsi, because motherfuckers named David Tepper got rid of Pepsi, even though Pepsi's born in the Carolinas, made in the Carolinas, sold in the Carolinas, drank in the Carolinas. He said, "Oh, Coke, what you got? You got $5 million for me? Well, put it in the stadium." So that was the first thing I noticed when Tepper took over not going to a little rant here, but when Tepper took over, he was like, he took Pepsi out of the stadium and made it Coke. Oh my God. I was like, are you serious? Because Pepsi is like the drink of the Carolinas, you know?
Yeah.
Damn Coke. Damn, you know, damn them. All
Different
right.
shit
Anyway.
they put in it.
Yeah. They put Coke in it. So, but, anyway, yeah, we will be there versus the Saints sitting in section 101, the West End Zone. If you're bored and you're passing by there, you see us there. Hey, shout our names out, cuss at us, flip us the bird, whatever you want to do. We'll be there. We'll take it. So, and hey, as always, keep pounding. Lastly, check us out on all other social medias: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube at Don Ant Show or the Darian Anthony Show. Right here on YouTube, we're live as now, or Facebook. So we'd love to hear from you. Give us your thoughts, opinions, whatnot. We're all here for it, man. So, final thing, Donnie. No matter what, we're 0-2. Pissed about it. You're pissed about it. We're pissed about it. I guess Tepper's pissed about it. I don't know. Who knows if he even cares? Was he even there? Did he fly to New York or did he just watch it from home? Who knows?
Had to find a new shirt that has 2 buttons on it at the bottom and everything else left up, hanging out. Fucking cute hair up the chest.
So,
he wasn't there. He wasn't fucking there.
He's probably got businesses there. I don't know. But anyway, it does suck to start off 0-2. Me and Donnie,
man, damn.
Yeah. Me and Donnie will be there. 0-2 written all over us. But guess what? We'll be in that end zone cheering on those Panthers and forever. So we're excited about it. We'll see you in person. So we may not do a podcast next week because we'll be in Charlotte. But we may go live on TikTok or something like that. We're still trying to figure all that out. We'll see what happens. So, but we will be there at Bank of America Stadium, which is home away from home, in the city of Charlotte all weekend. Hey, even send us a message on those social media pages you see right there at the bottom. Send us a message there and say, hey, where you guys at? We'll meet up with some fans and talk to you, have some drinks with you, smoke with you. And Donnie will take your wife. So,
Oh man.
And then after that, Saturday night before the game, meet us at the establishment. So,
look, man. Hey, listen. I'm excited to go.
Yeah.
That's got me through some tough weeks at work and just life in general. So, nah, man. I'm still gonna be excited to go. Fucking Petey Pablo, fucking spinning my the towel around like a helicopter with my dog. I can't wait, man. So. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead and send us off to the sunset for this week,
sir.
man.
Very excited. Next week, we'll be there live. So join us next week versus the Saints. Hey, no matter what, 0-2, 0-3, 0-19. Some games win, some games lost. Always.
Keep pounding. Let's go, baby.
Keep pounding, baby. We'll see you next week live, Bank of America Stadium. Thanks for joining us at the DNA Show.
Okay. Turn me up a little bit. Oh, you know it's about to happen. We all good. We going in. talking. Put him in the coffin. Anybody roll with him. We gon' put that body boom on him. Carolina black and white and blue on him. We gon' put that body boom on him. Carolina black and white blue on him. Top chef, back in the kitchen, whipping up a dish to kill the competition. Yeah, intermission over, last back to business. Genie in the bottle gave me 3 wishes. Wish 1, wish 2, I ain't need a third. Didn't even need a 2, I just kept it on. The powers opposites is in my uniform, and got a mystique to me like a unicorn. Can't you see the hunger in my eyes? As I'm staring at the people on the other side. Like I'm walking around with a loaded 45 finger on the trigger, it could go off in here anytime. Bow, bow, ain't no warning shot. If you hear that pistol pop, it's a man down. And I tried to tell them last time, but I guess they didn't want to listen. Now listen what they saying now. I'm a real life go-getter, baby. I'm a go-getter. You think it's a game? I ain't playing with them. Face to face, toe to toe with them. No more time for talking. Put them in the coffin. Anybody roll with them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. We gon' put that body boom on them. Carolina black and white blue on them. Simple as it might seem, it's a complicated situation. You can't handle it if you ain't got the patience. Process of elimination, narrow down, liquidate. Yeah, cleaning up my house for a dinner date. At the dinner table with my dinner plate. Eating 2 steaks, repping 2 states. I think it's time to renovate. I need